Where is God when you feel lonely? Are you feeling lonely? It's strange how at times one can be surrounded by people and still feel very alone. The Lord Himself goes before you, and He will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. The good news is, while feeling like you're alone, God is still there with you. And He's not going anywhere. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This is a great Bible text for when you feel lonely. If you feel abandoned by God, do not feel ashamed. Like the psalmist, we can call out, "But you, Lord, do not be far from me." Psalms chapter 22, verse 19. We can lean on God's promise to never leave us nor forsake us. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6. In loneliness, God reveals our weaknesses and works on changing them. It is a place where He can work in us. It is a place that can be very beneficial for us. Jesus had a minimum window of time to be on the earth. He could have spent all of His time in ministry, buried in fulfilling tasks or within crowds. There was certainly a demand for it. But we read throughout the Gospels that He often sent the crowds away so He could pray, so He could be alone with God, His Father. It might be hard to believe at first, but the truth is, God brings loneliness in our lives so we can grow and become better versions of who He wants us to become. One of the examples of loneliness in the Bible was when the prophet Elijah experienced it in 1 Kings chapter 19. He had just gained a great victory for God in a fearless struggle over the predominant forces representing Baal worship in the land of Israel. 1 and 2 Kings actually shows us Elijah's humanity. We can identify with the doubts and struggles Elijah experienced in our own faith walk. And from Elijah's story, we can receive assurance about who God is and what we can expect of Him. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Loneliness can also inspire creativity and motivation to seek God. Sometimes God causes us to seek Him by driving us to Him through the loneliness we experience. Loneliness can open us up to a deeper knowledge of God's love. Jesus helps us through our loneliness. We can rest in Him. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 and 29, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." If you feel lonely, remember God cares for you. He knows about loneliness. We are all so busy, at times we often leave little time for God. When we are alone, God has the opportunity to speak to us and receive our undivided attention. Yes, God is still there, and He will never leave you alone. He will minister to you in those lonely times, and you can certainly be assured of that. Please like and share this video. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you will receive notification when another video has been added. And thank you for watching